I want to talk about our teeth and let you guys know that there was a time when I actually practiced 80-10-10 and I actually developed about 4 or 5 cavities, and I also had to have one tooth pulled in the back because it got infected. And I thought that I could get all my, calcium and minerals from vegetables, and that I didn't need, to take a whole food supplement, that I didn't need to do anything, that I was getting all the nutrition that I needed, like, they tell us. And unfortunately, by adhering to it strictly, I did develop teeth problems, very sensitive teeth, and I had to have that all taken care of. But of course my teeth are all fixed up now, but like I said, by adhering to the 80-10-10 fruitarian type diet, I did have a lot of teeth problems. And it wasn't just teeth problems, I had nervous system problems. Like I seemed irritable, I seemed shaky, I seemed very lightheaded, spacey. I got very weak. I felt like sleeping all the time. I had trouble sleeping, falling asleep, or getting good deep sleep, probably because of all the sugar. I had a hard time actually putting on muscle mass. I started to look very, just very skinny and unhealthy. I started to lose, the fat, the healthy fat on my face. And so, there was just a lot of things that were going wrong by consuming that diet. So what I did is I got off of that, and I kind of weaned myself, more into like a regular vegan, vegetarian type diet, but I still included some eggs here and there and fish. And that helped my teeth and my health a lot by doing that. And today, now I actually take this green pasture fermented cod liver oil. I take a teaspoon of this every day, and I take it along with this bone renewal supplement. Now this is really, really fantastic supplement. If you guys never looked at this or tried it, it's from the Pure Synergy company. And right away when I started taking this, I noticed that my sleep improved dramatically. Like I was having dreams, and I believe it's because of all of the minerals in here. You see, most people are really lacking in a lot of the good minerals. It's got vitamin D3, which is fermented, which has 2,000 IU in here. It's got vitamins K2 and K1. It's got calcium, magnesium, silica, phytase, strontium, boron, vanadium, and then it's got some of these other things in here that are important for your bones. But it's just a really well-developed, whole food-based supplement. And before anybody starts screaming or putting comments down in the section and below the video, you got to understand that look this up first before you just start criticizing it and say, oh, calcium supplements are bad and everything. Because this is just not any ordinary calcium supplement. All of the ingredients in here are from whole, bioorganic plant foods. There's nothing synthetic about this. It's from plant foods. For example, your calcium comes from Icelandic red algae and Japanese white sesame seeds. And it gives you 800 milligrams. Your magnesium comes from Dead Sea mineral concentrate chelated with brown rice. And your silica comes from bamboo and Icelandic red algae. So see, all of your minerals are coming from whole plant foods. And what I've done is I'll take this along with my fermented cod liver oil, because the fermented cod liver oil will help to bond those minerals in that whole food plant-based supplement onto my bones and my teeth. And I'm having very, very good results with this so far. So I'd highly encourage people to look into this. And I would also recommend, try shooting for like a head of romaine lettuce every day, like in a green smoothie. Maybe take Vitamineral green, which is a superfood green powder, which has even a high concentration of minerals. So yeah, just eat a lot more vegetables. But I'm a really big believer in this because the facts of the matter are we just don't get a lot of those minerals in our diet. I mean, if you're eating just fruit, you're really not going to get these minerals. Sure, your blood tests might be all good and dandy, but that does not mean that you're exuberating with great health either. That doesn't mean that there's not internal things going on, and it doesn't mean that your bones are going to be strong either into your later years, because our bones are self-regenerating. They're active. They're living. Our bones are living, and every 7 to 10 years we have a whole new skeletal system. So our bones completely replaced, and our bones are only going to be as strong as the building blocks we give them. So that's why I don't take this stuff lightly, and I don't think anybody else should either. Don't just believe that eating bananas and oranges, and a few leaves of lettuce here and there is going to be sufficient to build a very strong, healthy body, and especially strong bones. Because you got to realize that if you don't give your body the right minerals and what it needs to build the strong bones, then other things in your body can go wrong. For example, your brain mostly uses calcium. So if you don't have enough calcium in your diet, what calcium you do have, your brain's going to use, because your brain is the most vital organ. So your bones are going to suffer. Now you might not notice it right away because it's a long-term thing. So you could be doing this thing or this diet or whatever you've been on for 10 years, but it might not show up until 20, 30, 40 years down the road. You got to be honest with yourself, and you really have to ask yourself, do I really care about my health, or am I more concerned about following a dietary diet? For what? And the other thing is that, when you start telling other people how to eat, when you start telling people to eat this certain diet, if they get sick, you're responsible for them getting sick. Is that what you want? Do you want to be responsible for making hundreds and thousands and millions of people sick and ill? That's dangerous. That's like no better than the drug companies telling everybody, take drugs, you're good for you. But yet, it kills hundreds and makes millions of people sick every year. So, if you have an open mind and you are honest with yourself, and you have some teeth problems, or if you just want to keep healthy teeth, if you want to keep healthy teeth, and if you want to strengthen your bones, then these two things that I've just talked about are really fantastic. And this isn't just made up either. Weston Price was a dentist back in the early 1900s, and he actually took x-rays of his patients that had cavities, and then like 4 or 6 months later he took some more x-rays and showed that the cavities actually healed. And it says that 2 teaspoons of this per day can result in like a 40% reduction in cavities. It's because it's got a high level of vitamin A and vitamin D, and it's usable by the body. So I don't care what anybody says. I've done my own research, I've looked into it, and I'm a believer in it. And this is some really good, crucial information, and it's not just made up. And I am open-minded, and I've looked at many different things, and as you guys know, I have tried many different diets, and to be honest with you, the 80-10-10 fruit diet, vegan diet, vegetarian diet, I would say a vegetarian diet can be done if you consume things like raw milk, eggs, etc. It could be a healthy diet, but a vegan diet long-term, you can run into problems. Vegan diet is great for cleansing, for detoxifying, for getting healthier skin, it's very anti-aging. But there comes a point, when your body starts needing more nutrients. And in my opinion, a natural food source of vitamins should be foods. So, don't be afraid. If this is out of your box, then I think that's a little bit silly, because like I said, all these ingredients in here are from whole plant foods. So I hope that you guys can have strong bones and strong teeth, and I hope my own testimony of eating the 80-10-10 diet will make some people reconsider before they just jump right into it and expect amazing things to happen to them.